Hello and welcome back. It is the day after my strange tape drive situation, and I think instead of letting things rest, it is time to get back in the game. I believe it is. So firstly, let's just get everything set up here. And what I'm going to do is I'll give this one last try on the tape deck. It's not going to work. And then I'll switch the chips back to the other board and test that out, and it will work. And then I will know there's something up. And then I will proceed with socket and chocolate removal. I shall. So let the games begin. Hello. Here we go again. So, I will turn on this computer. And we'll put this tape in. I'll do shift run stop. Oops. And I will press play on tape 1. This machine I will turn on. I'm hoping it will come up. It comes up. So let me just gather my resources. Screwdriver. I have some glasses here, which I think will be helpful. I have a number. Oh, look at that. That's running. Of different pairs of glasses. Handy. Bifocals and otherwise. Alright, so I know that this tape is working. So I will put it in here. And I will do the same. And unfortunately, of course, this will not work. It should not take long at all to find the program and load the program, etc., etc., etc. But it will not, unfortunately. So, while that is not working, I will grab this board, which I'm going to swap chips into. I will also very likely need too many cables, too many wires. Oh, this little light. Alright, and this is not working. As I suspected, it would not. Alright, so first, I don't like that. I guess that's not sitting nicely. Okay, so we're going to turn this pet off, and we're going to open it up. Turn this light on, and suddenly we have illumination. Alright, so we'll start at the back. All the while, I will of course have a look at every single pin on every single chip to make sure that I have not bent anything under. So, this looks good. We have here excuse me. Well, it gets away. We have here 6520. We'll line it up with the socket. We'll apply gentle but firm pressure. We'll look at every single pin. We're looking good. Now remember, never ever ever is chip removal and replacement a race. Take your time, if possible. Do one. I could. Ooh, there's a hair. I could yank everything out of this board. I could, and then put it in the other. But there's always the chance, especially with you have a lot of chips that have very, well, they're the same size with very tiny, tiny letters on them. Should you accidentally slip up, you could put the wrong chip in the wrong place, which probably would not be tragic in terms of causing great troubles within the machine. But then you got to figure out what else you did, and did what you did, or did what you do, cause some other disaster. That would be tragic. Alrighty. So now, screen RAM. We've already done 6522, another looks like a big round chip. 6520. We'll get this second screen RAM chip. Good. So we're chugging along here. Ultimately, of course, pins are looking good. I do want to start working and figuring on the blue pet. That looks good. But what I also want to do is do the final chocolate removal operation on this board that is in here. How did the chocolate get out? I don't know how the chocolate got there. Some chips are a little springy. Ow. This is the one where the way the chip goes in is backwards to all the rest on the board. Alright. So now we just have the 7 round chips. Here is the one that has been in the chocolate infiltrated socket. Okay. Hello. Looks good. Once again, take your time and get everything lined up. Ooh, this one seems to be giving me a little, not grief, but just doesn't want to go easily. Right, another round chip. We're down to just 4 to go. Alright, so then, just to make sure that we're on the right track, I will swap this board back into this machine. Alright, 3 to go. I am really curious to see if the program will load into this machine once I have it repopulated. 2 to go, because it always has worked, so I don't doubt that it will continue. So in looking in here at the chocolate mess, it does look like there are 2 ROM sockets to be replaced, and certainly one RAM chip. Alright. Last ROM chip. So I will double check every configuration and look at every pin on every chip, and it does look good. So, off with the power connector, off with the cassette, off with the keyboard, off with the monitor. And then gently see about these little legs. But there's one that keep, that one is not secured. So we have one more, and this one, unfortunately, it's on the back side. This one leg that has come off the base, or where it's supposed to be mounted, we will steal it back. Hello. Why is it not coming out? Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So, this circuit board can rest. Excuse me. This one can go back in here, going onto the holes from where it came, and we can hook up the keyboard. Datasette. And plug in the monitor. Okay. Now, looking around at everything, we see everything is good. We turn it on, it should come up. Alright, what have I done? Ugh. This is kind of what I was afraid of. Oh dear. Let me check all the witness marks on all the chips everywhere. Make sure that everything is nice and tight. Turn it on. And okay, so we're up and running. All right. And now the big test. Will the program be found and will it load? And if it doesn't, I mean, that's good in one way, I suppose. It means that what I have is a Datasette problem and not a problem on that circuit board, although I still have trouble and things to deal with on the circuit board. But if it finds it, which I'm kind of hoping it does, it means that the Datasette is still fine. And I know I have issues on that board. And so far, we are not finding anything. Well, interesting. Or do we have a chip failure? We are not finding anything. Do we have a dirty cat? It's funny, you know, because I did actually write from this. I did. Alright. We are not finding anything. That is interesting. Well, I still need to do the chocolate operation there. And I suppose what I really need to do is figure out a way to connect another Datasette that I know and trust to this machine and see what's what. And I know I have other Datasets, but I really haven't tested them. I haven't worked with them. So I'm going to have to think about this. So I will continue to ponder and see about the rest of the chocolate removal and see about another Datasette. I shall. So I guess for the moment, that's all I have to say about that. I'm a little perplexed by this. Mind you see, I took all the chips out, I put all the chips in, but if there's something wrong with one of the main chips in this machine, then that too is consistent. Alright, I have a plan. I will ponder. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. Stay tuned. The plot thickens. Bye for now.